Hey everybody, it's JayViper here, and I have been watching some Dragon Age Veilguard character creation, and I have to say, this thing is incredibly mid, and I'm going to tell you exactly why here in a second. Please do me a huge favor before we get into it, and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in all.
So just a heads up, this is the IGN video, but we're going to look at another one too. IGN is super pumped about this. They're doing a great PR job right now for EA.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it.
Now, I could talk to you about the combat, and I will, or the gorgeous locales. That's coming too.
Locales look okay.
Or the way it felt to see
bad.
Varric and Solus again.
Hey, Chuckles.
Combat looks
I'm
awful.
not interrupting.
Varric looks great. It's like the one thing they didn't ruin in this game.
Or I could skip straight to the character creator and start with, there's so much hair.
Listen to that person speak. This is someone that is a journalist. Okay? It's a journalist.
Look, I love
Not a YouTuber.
Dragon Age Inquisition, but fans have long acknowledged the limitations of its character creator.
Sure.
The Veilguard blew me away in that.
So this character right here that we're looking at is like a base rook, right? She looks okay, I guess.
Regard. After the lackluster options of the last entry,
Not very feminine
it's
looking,
wild
though. Very
to see what we've
androgynous.
got to look forward to. 30 hair options for Qunari
Look at this.
and 88 for non-Qunari, complete with gorgeous physics as Rook scurries around northern Thedas.
So the hair physics look pretty good in this game. The hair options, some of them look silly. There's always silly ones. There's some good ones. I mean, that's pretty much every game. The lighting on the hair looks pretty good. The one thing I'll say with the Qunari, though, is a body.
So
they don't look like
many
Qunari at all.
different
They
hair
look like
textures are represented,
large
whether you'd
elves
like
with
totally
horns.
straight hair, 2B waves, or 4C curls. In making my character, I was drawn immediately to a long braid.
Look at the body. Look at this body. I don't understand this game and what they're trying to achieve. I mean, I understand what they're trying to achieve, but they're trying to pass it off as if they're giving us options. But almost every character, if you look at it, really look at it, they all look very alike.
Whipped around as quickly as I did.
I don't feel like with all the options they give you, you don't have
Qunari
that much
horns
variety
also
outside of
see
hairstyle.
a massive improvement. With 49 unique styles, options range from large and imposing to decorative or even asymmetrical.
Plenty of
That
horn
said-
options, but look at the face. Look at the head. It doesn't look like Qunari at all.
Yes, their foreheads can look pretty jarring.
Yeah, because they've done a horrible job.
I played as a Qunari mage during
Doesn't
most
look
of my
like Qunari.
preview and will say I got used to the look pretty quickly. Dragon Age the Veilguard actually only marks the second game of the series where you can play as a Qunari.
Look at the body. Look at this body shape. Where's the hips? What is going on?
So the odd imbalance of forehead versus face feels like stylistic growing pains. I remain curious about whether more time
It's
with
not
the character
stylistic growing
creator
pains. It's
might help.
not a Qunari.
The air shock of
Look at that. Yes. Oh, good. Look at the difference. You have the horns growing up out of a flat forehead, not this weird round bulb.
Dragon Age 2 is, in
That's
my
a Qunari.
opinion, such a beautifully crafted model. And I would love to be able to create a Qunari Rook
That
that
looks
feels
great.
as memorable. Customization certainly doesn't stop at hair, or horns, of course. Every aspect of your Rook is editable, even allowing for
So,
facial asymmetry
this is
if
a
you choose.
female, I
Sliders
think.
allow you to change
Doesn't look like
everything
one.
from head shape to the melanin in your
They
skin
never
to
do
the
in this game.
presence of vitiligo. Perhaps my favorite addition, however, is the introduction of body diversity.
Yeah, but the
Cyberpunk
body's always big
2077
there, as you
and
can
Baldur's
see,
Gate
which is
3 had
strange.
whiffs of this, but nowhere near what you're capable of in the Veilguard, which is much more
Okay.
similar to the breadth of the character creator in
No, it's not.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
No, it's
For
not.
each of the 4 races, there are plenty of presets to choose from, all with varying heights and muscle or fat distribution. Once you've chosen your preset, however, you
Now
can
watch
build
the
further
body
upon
change.
those elements as much as
It
you'd
gets
like.
a little bigger, but
First
nothing
is
really
a
changes.
triangulation of coordinates, allowing for many
Like,
unique combinations
it's
of body
very
types
little.
that are thinner, larger, or more muscular. Height sliders are fun.
So it's hard to tell what the height is doing here, but when you actually see the short ones next to the tall ones, it's not much of a difference. It's like the height slider doesn't seem to do
Especially
much.
when it means watching
These
my
sliders don't seem to
particularly
affect
short
much.
elf ruin years of Solus's ritual planning by pushing over a statue.
Yeah, this is her short elf next to a tall person. It's hard to tell though, but
The options feel almost endless. There's even a
look at that minus 45 ass. This is like the Taylor Swift ass coming
Endless.
around here. Look at this.
There's-
Look at that. Taylor Swift. She worked her ass off for that.
even a glute slider. And yes, I
Maximum. Her chest size 45%, so from 0, but we've already seen this. The chest size is almost no difference too.
gave my rook one hell of an ass.
That's one hell of an ass. PR. This is a
All
PR.
of this is only scratching the surface. I haven't even gotten into facial hair, makeup, scars, or tattoos. As an elf, my rook sported some Vaseline, but there are so many different designs for both the face and the
This
body.
is
to
not a
experiment with.
feminine-looking character.
While I didn't spend very much time
That one
exploring
isn't either. Look
customization
at the
for
face.
Inquisitor,
Like, actually look at the face and the body. Everything about this game is androgynous. People are like so happy about the inclusiveness in this game. There's nothing inclusive in this game. They're all the same. Every character looks the same, which is the issue. Like, you can't really get real body proportions that you see every day in your life in this game. Everyone looks the same. It's just like, I guess that's why everyone is poly in this game too, which also makes no sense. And I would love to get into that. It doesn't make any sense how characters can
I
be
just
poly,
know
every single
we'll all
one.
get the chance to make them.
They
in the
should
way
all
we've always
be
imagined.
respected
It's
and
good to
have
see you
their
again.
orientation.
Also, it may be a relief to some of you to know that Veilguard,
But look at this. Look at the Qunari face. Look at this Qunari face. That is a Qunari. At least. Even if your limitations are here, it would have been nice if they really pulled that in. It's like more masculine. It's more like cut, like jagged, like features.
abandons the awful green lighting of Inquisition.
And this looks like a man.
character creator, and instead allows you
The
to
lighting's
cycle
nice.
through several lighting options in service of creating rooks that
She
look
made this on
just as good in
purpose
gameplay
and
as
likes
they
it.
do when you create them.
Oh my gosh.
Combat, meanwhile, was a refreshing change from Inquisition. My go-to
Yeah, it
class
looks great.
has always been Mage.
So I don't really want to get into the combat stuff. I mean, that is just, it's a disaster as it is. Let's go over here and check out Kayla's video. Now, she goes over some of these sliders
already
too.
made. You choose your gender
Well,
and pronouns.
Look at the slider
and
not
from there you
change
can
much.
begin
You
eyes,
see
nose,
the
mouth,
edges.
ear.
And I will say this, the edges change. And I will say this about the game. It's like this entire game is all about attacking the edges of things and never getting really into anything. The combat looks like it could be good, but it's only scraping the edges of good combat. And in the end, you end up with mediocrity. The effects are bright and dazzling, but then they just oversaturate the screen and it becomes mediocre. The character creator right here, as we're seeing it, it scrapes the edges, but then in the end, it's just mediocre. The idea of everyone's poly is like just, it's lazy. It's lazy coding. You're not actually making characters, all right? You're just making, everything's androgynous, nothing matters. Like, your choices don't matter if everyone's poly.
Ears,
It doesn't.
hair, makeup, and scars are the main options. And within each option, there are several more options to choose from.
So like
including a
this
ton of
Qunari, what is it? I
sliders for
can't
you
even
to
tell what the hell's
adjust
going on here.
everything exactly to your liking. And the head is the
Like,
most
it doesn't look
customizable
like anything-
option, which begins with
Importing is being
blending
adjusted.
from 30 different face shapes as your base.
Look at the face.
You use the 30 different heads to morph from,
Just
to
scraping the
establish
edges.
your rook's appearance, and then adjust from there.
Mm-hmm.
The skin tone options are also extremely customizable. You begin with warm, neutral, and cool
Adjust your boring rook to try to make it less boring. Try to find something not boring.
skin tones, and then choose the tone you'd like from there. And then you can even adjust the melanin slider to add more color to your
Which
skin
is good,
tone.
and I think the colors
Qunari
look
can
good.
also have more human skin tones,
And this-
or
the
they
hair
can also
looks
have
mostly
cooler
good.
tones, which do include more blues and grays.
But then the faces
There's also 4
and the
different lighting
bodies.
options to make sure this
don't
isn't another
look good at
Inquisition
all.
jump scare during that first cutscene.
You want to talk
In
about
the
jump
head
scare? We can
section,
all
there
take
are-
a look at the game director.
are 42 complexion
and
options,
understand why this game is the
ranging
way
from
it is.
birthmarks, moles, aging, and even acne scars. There's also a vitiligo slider where you can change the intensity and amount.
See, options are
body
great,
portion,
but they
you can
don't
choose
really
between
give you
3
options where it
undergarments,
matters.
including
Make
a
your
topless
rook be
one
different.
if you are okay with nudity. I lost my footage when I was
Censored.
messing around more with the body sliders, but you can be pretty muscular and larger than this clip, and I do think you can make Rook fat if you want.
I don't think you can. I've seen no evidence of that at all. Just this person saying, I think you can. You can't. As far as I can tell, you can't. And as you can see by these presets, there's not much difference. There's really not much difference. There's muscle difference, and like, you're not fat, you're just the large muscular stomach. But chest sizes are almost all exactly the same between the men and the women, by the way.
But there's still a lot that you can change with the body options. But once you choose from the body morpher, there's again more customization with additional
They
body
all
options
just look
that
so
include chest and bulge sliders.
masculine and unfeminine.
The eyes, lips,
all of them.
nose, and even eyelids also have sliders. There's literally a slider for everything.
Okay, there's maximum chest size. That doesn't make sense. This is like what I'm not asking for, like, oh, ridiculous, but that doesn't, like, where is the inclusion here? Like, this is like a 34B. I don't think
Also
she touches the
9 ear
glutes.
options that have even more sliders.
Yeah.
And even allow for
But it doesn't matter. We've
asymmetry
seen
and
it. It's
cauliflower
pathetic.
ear. And there's even a slider for your larynx.
Like, look at this. I understand it's an elf, but elves, the men are even like a little effeminate, but masculine at the same time. This is a female elf. She should be gorgeous, beautiful elf. This is the elf. But this is all we see. Yes, she made it. But this is all we see. Because this is all the game is. They all look the same.
You can also adjust your scalp. There is literally an option for everything.
She said that
and
many
once
times.
you decide on
I
Rook's
feel like
body
that was
options,
in
you'll
the
move on
papers
to
that
the
she's
hair.
reading.
And this is the best part. Dragon Age games have never been known for their hair.
Yeah, the hair looks
not
pretty
for their
good.
hair
I will
designs
say that.
or hair physics. They've
It would
also
be
been
nice if this hair was in a good
extremely
game.
lacking. So
Look
in
at
total,
this
I believe
Qunari.
there's at
I
least
can't get over
100
how bad they
hairstyles
look.
to choose from between all the different races. And all of the
That's such a dumb
hairstyles are
hairstyle
not
on
gender
Qunari.
locked, so you can use any hairstyle on any Rook.
There's a lot of really
There
bad
is also
hairstyles in
a
Qunari.
bunch of different beards and
That is amazingly bad, but whatever.
facial hair options as well. And there are 44 to choose from. And
I
the
just
hair
feel
options
there's
You can
nothing in
adjust
here that's
both the
really appealing
saturation and
beyond the
brightness
hair.
to get the-
Everything else about this game is so middling. This game is just incredibly middling, and I don't see like an escape for it right now. I don't see like a way for this game to fix itself at all, like without delaying the game. I feel like this game needs to have someone grab a hold of it. Like, this could be a great game, but they have like this mental block that's stopping them from getting there. And it's all this stuff that they're putting in here that's not needed, like the top surgery scars, and then the limitations on your body. And the fact that the face, they don't really change very much. Let's be honest. There's not a lot there that changes. There's sliders, but everyone ends up looking almost the same. This one big androgynous game. And I'm not into it. The combat's bad too, but this just the character builder alone, it looks pathetic. It's mid. It is mid. Again, scraping the edges of good things, but not actually bring it to fruition to make it good. And I think that's pretty much going to be the Dragon Age, the Veilguard experience. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do me a huge favor, like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can see you in the next one. Love you, mean it. Peace. Bye, everybody.
Owning every game.